Imagine your first moments in life, cold, damp, and entirely unwelcoming. You're lying in a soggy heap of mud, trying to make sense of your new world. Your mother barely spares you a glance before nudging you with her nose as if to say, "Get moving, kid." That's your welcome party. From the second you wobble to your feet, your mother, your only lifeline, is already walking away. You're forced to follow her because, instinctively, you know she's your best shot at survival. She doesn't slow down, doesn't wait, and certainly doesn't dote on you. You learn by imitation. Eating plants? That means following your mom's lead, figuring out which greenery is safe, and accepting that slimy water plants are on the menu. But it's not as easy as it looks. Your first attempts to forage might land you a mouthful of mud or water. One peaceful afternoon, you're munching on some leaves when a bear explodes from the underbrush. Before you can even process what's happening, it's swiping at your head with claws the size of your legs. You freeze, every instinct in your body screaming to do something. Then, like a thunderbolt, your mom charges in. She's all muscle and fury, slamming into the bear with enough force to send it reeling. They clash in a terrifying dance of teeth and hooves until the bear finally decides you're not worth the trouble and slinks back into the shadows. By summer, you've picked up the basics of being a moose: eat, avoid predators, and stay close to your mom. But summer brings its own set of problems. The heat is unbearable, especially when you're wearing a fur coat you can't take off. Bugs swarm your face relentlessly. Then there's marsh foraging. Your mom walks into the mud like it's no big deal, dunking her head to retrieve water plants. You try to copy her and end up with a nose full of mud. It takes a few spluttering attempts, but you finally snag something edible. As summer fades, fall descends with all the grace of a soap opera. The forest becomes a battlefield for massive bulls with enormous antlers, stomping, grunting, and smashing into each other in their quest to prove dominance. Your mom expertly avoids the chaos. When winter arrives, it's as if nature itself has turned against you. The lush greenery of summer is replaced by a barren, frozen wasteland. Foraging becomes a daily struggle as you dig through snow to find twigs, bark, or anything remotely edible. Despite your thickening coat, the cold is relentless. Nights are spent curled up in the snow, hoping you won't freeze solid by morning. When dawn breaks, you shake off the frost, eat whatever frozen scraps you can find, and repeat the process. When you reach your first birthday, your mom decides she's done with you. One day, she simply walks away, disappearing into the trees. You're left standing there, confused and alone. She's off to have another calf, and you're no longer part of the plan. Now, survival is entirely up to you. Predators like wolves are an ever-present threat, circling the forests in search of easy prey. You learn to spot their tracks, listen for their howls, and run at the first sign of danger. But running isn't always an option. Exhausted and starving, you're not as fast or agile as you need to be. As a young bull, your priorities shift. Survival is still key, but now you're also expected to grow big and strong. The massive antlers you admired on other bulls last fall? Those are your future.